Let's get on to the web series. It's what the show's about. Elazar, it's your time to shine. You looked at a show called Cell.
Cell was a show from last year. It's run through its first 13 episodes, and they're looking to put together the second series. Starts off with a man who just basically wakes up and he's in a prison cell. There's a young girl in a second cell just opposite him, and really from there the story, this man has taken them and he's trying to indoctrinate them.
Indeed, without giving too much away.
Yeah, it's a very twisty turn. He said, it's hard to explain the story without trying to.
But without giving too much away, the twist is he wakes up, he thinks he's in prison, and he's not in prison, and he spends the remaining several episodes trying to find out exactly where he is and why he's there, and how to get out.
Absolutely, and it is a bit of an allegory, I think, for religion, and maybe the writer could confirm that, because it's all about indoctrination, and that's what, he's there to be indoctrinated, and so is the other girl. And it's maybe, I think, if with religion being such a subject now in the press, and this is probably the reason why a show like Cell is quite relevant to today, I think. But should we show the trailer?
Yeah, I mean, let's have a look at that.
Ask, and Michael shall provide. And provide for you, he has. Only Michael provides.
Calibrating. Active.
I'll be back shortly.
And where is he? Well, like we said, he's not in prison, and we spend the remaining episodes trying to find out exactly where he is. Elazar, you made some great points about the
religion, yeah,
the many levels that the show might work on.
I think it works on several levels, and but not least as just effective drama. And it is a drama. A lot of web series that we're reviewing and have a look at are comedies, and maybe that's obviously a very easy thing to do for a lot of people. But to do compelling drama, I think, is much harder.
Exactly, that was something I was gonna.
And this does really compel you to want to watch the next episode.
That's exactly what I was going to say. And I mean, to me, this seems like a movie.
Yes.
But for some reason, it's just been not for some reason, but it has been chopped up into 7-minute segments that you can watch at your leisure on your laptop or iPod or whatever, and it makes me think. What was the? Presumably, it's not a huge budget for a show like that.
No, but what a great way to actually do something that's fairly low budget.
They've absolutely made the most of it.
You're not giving away your production value because it's all there on the screen anyway. It's in the acting,
it's in the story,
the storyline, directing. I would give Cell
certainly
big cheers.
Big cheers to Cell. Very much enjoyed that, and good news as well, because I believe that you told us there is a season 2 in the pipeline.
They're working on season 2. Again, can't really say too much about it because you've got to watch the series to see how it ends in order to understand why there's a series 2.
Okay, but stick with it. I'm still about 3/4 of the way through season 1, so I got to put my fingers in the ears for spoilers a little bit. But believe me, I can't wait to get home and watch the end of that series tonight. And if there's a series 2, so much the better, because I really enjoyed it. And like I say, it looks like a movie. It has the feeling of a movie, and I don't know where this guy's come from, but is it something that could maybe lead to bigger and better things for this guy? Is the internet where he wants to be?
For director Mark Gardner, this is, I believe, his first sort of major piece as a director. So it's very exciting. I think you discover a new talent as well, and I think that's also the benefits of these web series, that we are always discovering new talent. Yeah,
I mean, the stars of the internet today. Well, you know what? This is an interesting point. I was going to say the stars of the internet today will be the stars of TV tomorrow, but maybe there won't be TV tomorrow.
Well, maybe it's all the same thing.
Exactly. Maybe it'll all be on the internet tomorrow.
Exactly.
But Mark Gardner, we salute you. That was a fantastic show. 2 cheers from the two of us. And personally, I can't wait to see more of Cell, the web series. Hollywood Wasteland. Let's have a quick look. Have we got a clip of Hollywood Wasteland?
Yeah.
We need to send her back now!
Initiating!
find him now, Miss J. Collins?
At once, sir. This is effing huge, Jeff. How adorable am I? Admit it.
Explosions make people thirsty.
It all ends today.
Hollywood Wasteland there. Okay, that's not a bad show. I watched a couple of episodes of that this week, and it's basically about a guy, Jeff Collins, who has got a lot of reasons to be stressed. He's stuck in a dead-end office job, and he has sort of creative outlets that he wants to do, but all around him, a bit like the My Flatmate Is series that we watched a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
He's got a series of sort of wild and wacky flatmates who get in his way, one of whom appears to be a robot sent from the future to save the planet. And it's wacky. It's actually a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
It's yeah, it's a lot of fun. It looked like a nice show.
I mean, I was really impressed the way it opened, actually, because you had this sort of futuristic setting, and thought, okay, what's this going to be? Because it's like you looked at the pictures and it's like it's set in the present day, but set, you know, I wasn't expecting to be start off in the future. And then you've got this sort of Terminator story of this robot who gets sent back.
Yeah.
And you have the you know, the nuclear Holocaust that happens.
The Holocaust, yeah,
And
like
none
you
of,
wanted earlier.
none of the people in the flat actually notice.
Yeah, well, they're kind of self-absorbed and
They're too
quite
self-absorbed,
self-obsessed,
and
which seems to be a little bit of a theme that I've noticed with these California-based productions.
Yeah.
A lot of very sort of self-absorbed and quite beautiful individuals. And yeah, I guess it's not without its charms, and I certainly enjoyed a few of the episodes.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. It's charming. There's something about it that I actually really liked.
Yeah.
And I kind of find it compelling, you know.
Okay.
It's like, where is it actually going to go to? Because these characters are quite strange.
Yeah.
You know, it is a sitcom.
It is a
in every
sitcom.
way, a sitcom.
It is a sitcom, very, very different to The Cell.
And of course, the trick of a good sitcom is to have
good
really sort of-
characters.
well, not necessarily good characters, because a lot of sitcom characters aren't necessarily good people. They're just they're strange, they're annoying, and sometimes irritating. But somehow you put them into a particular setting, the situation comedy.
Exactly, the situation is as important as the comedy.
Absolutely, yeah.
It should be 50-50, and I think it is. And they have got, actually, well, a very unique situation.
Yeah.
And that more than makes up for, to my mind, the slightly subpar, on occasion, comedy. Great situation. Thumbs up for the situation, thumbs in the middle for the comedy, but it's not all bad, and it's certainly worth a watch. I'm going to watch a couple more when I get home tonight. And is it still running? I don't think it's finished just yet.
No, it's still running. They're actually still filming the series as well. So there's a few more episodes. I think they're on episode 3 at the moment. So and they intend to do, I think, another 3 or 4 more.
Okay, and that is on HollywoodWasteland.net. We will put up a link on Twitter shortly.
So I'll give it a cheer.
And I will give it a half a cheer, but I'm not going to pour my champagne
clink
onto the desk. But I'll give you a clink anyway.
There you go.
Cheers to Hollywood Wasteland. One show I will not be clinking though, LSR, and in fact this is what I was thinking of when I said that I wasn't looking forward to reviewing this one, is Night of the Zombie King.
Really?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. I
loved Night of the Zombie King.
I stuck with it as long as I could, but it's one of those shows, it just isn't for me. Do we need to look at a clip, or do you want to tell us about it?
Let's have a look at the clip.
Let's have a quick look at a clip.
It's, I think, the trailer, actually.
What would you say to a night with your old party? One night, old school goblins in gold, back to your roots. As you recall from last time, 15 years ago, you just escaped from the realm of terror. But it appears that a dark force has followed you home.
Why the hell are you here, Jamie?
Have I done something to you? Who split the party, Hicks?
I'm the one who runs Griffin's Roost!
Please, shut up. How's that for closure?
You know I don't really want to kill myself, right?
I know.
Except when I'm playing 4th edition.
Oh, I think I cut it off just before the end, but that is the advert for Night of the Zombie King. Elazar. GoldTheSeries.com, by the way, is where you can find it. Elazar, just
well,
tell us a little bit about
GoldTheSeries.com is a series that's already been and gone, but they are planning a second season. And Night of the Zombie King is a spin-off from Gold. Gold is actually now available on DVD in the US. Night of the Zombie King is now, we're 3 episodes into 6 episodes, and it's a mini-series.
Yeah.
Now and it's been described as like a big sleep. It's characters sort of getting back together after having been apart for like 15 years. And then they play a role-playing game.
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons style.
Yeah.
It was a game they never completed 15 years ago. And they just continue. And I kind of wish I was in that game because I actually really like that idea.
Well, I was going to say, I thought it might appeal to you, Elazar. Can I assume there are quite a lot of inside jokes that I wouldn't get?
No, I don't think so.
Really?
I don't think so, no.
Even like the 20-sided dice or whatever it was, and...
It's a 20-sided dice, that's not a joke.
It's not a joke, okay,
it's part of the game, so it's like, you know, you have,
I'm sold.
everyone knows that you have very strange dice during these games, and, you know, the underlying love story as well. I know you like those kinds of stories.
I do like the slow burn. I'm not against a bit of a slow burn when it comes to that side of things. But unlike Hollywood Wasteland, although it's not exactly a sitcom, the situation for me...
It's a comedy drama.
It was a comedy drama. The sit, for me, I just couldn't relate. I couldn't appeal. And to be honest, it didn't grab me enough to want to find out that much more about that world.
I think it's there to appeal to the inner nerd of people like me.
Yeah.
You know, we're of a certain age, and we kind of look back at those good old days
I'm sure.
young men playing games and
well, don't get me wrong. I've got nothing against that kind of thing. I mean, look, I've got a Dalek in front of me here. For goodness' sake, I'm a nerd and proud of it. But RPGs, role-playing games, is just something that completely passed me by as a kid, and for that reason, maybe I would find it.
You missed out, John.
Maybe I would find it educational rather than entertaining. But
it's good drama as well. I mean,
it's not bad.
It is well written.
Yeah,
and it's very well acted.
It is well acted.
Very
it's
well say.
Yeah, and it's nicely. It's got a nice sort of lo-fi look to it as well. Quite nicely produced.
It's very nicely produced. Good production value. I would give Night of the Zombie King a full cheer for me.
And Elazar, you kind of took me around, but I can't give it a cheer because it just...
Okay,
I just
Night of the Zombie King.
One cheer for Night of the Zombie King. That is at goldtheseries.com. The series is still running on the internet, and Series 1 is available now on DVD as well, so be sure to check that out.
Indeed.